guys, welcome back to Dawn's Turkey Diary, and today we are going to journal about what to pack for a Walt Disney World Resort vacay. Here we go! Hey, I'm back, and we can begin with this packing tutorial for Walt Disney World Resort with this thing on my head. Does it look familiar? It's a tiara. And number one most important thing that I like to pack on my Disney vacays are tiaras. I'll show you more. Or mouse ears, some of my favorite. I got at the Contemporary Resort. I don't remember which store there, but I've had a lot of people ask me about these, and they were probably $19.95, which was a bargain back then. I've had them for about 4 years now, and they're little mouse ears, but they're jeweled. I love them. And of course, we cannot forget about the quintessential mouse ears. I have quite a few pairs. I'm only showing you 2 for today because I have to get on with this, don't I? Oops. And there we go. This looks like a very 20s style with the feathers, or Louisiana French, where I'm from, Louisiana style mouse ears. Love them. They give me a headache though. These actually give me a headache. I can't last very long in them. And then my actual favorite I bought at Disney World originally for like $9.99. These tiny little tiara. Right here, can you see it? And I get a lot of questions about these, and I'm really surprised. I mean, they're in almost every gift shop at the resorts and the parks. So that is my mini tiara. I might wear that throughout, and it never hurts my head. It's perfect. So I'm gonna actually keep this on during the video. Let me get a closer look. Oh my goodness, I might need to move the camera a little bit. All right, guys, we are going to just pack some of the items that you'll need on your Walt Disney World, specifically vacation. And I will just go over basics. I mean, you obviously know to pack your toiletries, you know to pack your underwear and all your pajamas and stuff like that, but I'll just mention a few things that I pack. A few basic items that I pack when I go on a Walt Disney World vacation, but I did want to start with the actual things that are prohibited or that you cannot bring to Walt Disney World Resort. And here we go with that list. I'm actually going to look on my cell phone for that list. Definitely no alcohol can you bring in a park or on Disney property, unless you're bringing it to a Disney resort, of course. But to Disney parks, no alcohol. Of course, no marijuana, no illegal drugs. The fact that I have to say that is quite sad, but people do it all the time. Okay, selfie sticks are no longer allowed as of about 3 or 4 years ago, but you can bring a tripod. I wish I had my mini tripod here. As long as it can fit in the backpack, that is allowed in the park. So definitely a smaller foldable style tripod is actually allowed. Weapons of any kind, even toy weapons, are not allowed in the parks. Extra large strollers, they have actually gone down in size from what they used to allow. They've gone down to 31 by 52 inches. So it needs to be that size opened up, obviously. And anything larger is not allowed. Now, will they come and get you or not let you in the park? I'm not sure, but why risk that? And also, it's probably a lot more to have to handle and finagle with, and who wants that? Segways, of course, are not allowed. Anything that that doesn't have at least 3 wheels, really. Drones, skateboard, those little roller skate looking tennis shoes, they're called Heelys. My kids used to wear them back in the day. Those are not allowed. A lot of people I've seen in the parks with those, but they're not supposed to because it's, of course, a safety concern. Of course, objectable clothes and things with obscene things. Obviously, you can't wear your swimwear in the park and show just a lot of skin, because they definitely want to keep it more of a family environment, because it is Disney. If you want to go dress like that, then go somewhere else, like the streets of New Orleans or the corner. How about a swim park, or a Blizzard Beach for that matter, or Typhoon Lagoon if you want to dress a little scantily clad, or go swimming. How about that? Just go swimming. But nobody wants to see that. Well, that's not true. Most of the husbands probably would want to see that, but let's be real. Okay, okay, of course, no wagons or coolers or anything like that that you have to pull into the park. Of course, you're allowed your normal medicine and diabetic things and stuff like that. But of course, all the extra stuff that you pretty much know you're not supposed to bring, just don't bring it. Don't get a negative vibe going with Disney. There's no point, because you definitely want to be able to go back. So those are just a few of the items that are prohibited that you should not bring to a Disney park, and it's pretty self-explanatory, to be honest with you. Okay, well, excuse that. Okay, so I mentioned my tiaras, my mouse ears, and so forth, and you don't have to wear them if you don't want to, but hey, why not be a kid, you know? Never grow up, Peter Pan. And we're going at Christmas time in 2 days, by the way. And actually, when this comes out, we'll be on our trip. I have my Christmas Mickey ears that you've seen probably in a previous vlog. Stand up. And they glow and light up and flicker and flash and all that fun stuff. So that's definitely something we like to take on our trip with us. I like to bring decorations, like little decals, not stickers, but decals that stick on the windows wherever I'm staying, to decorate, to signify it's my room, like if I'm at the pool and I'm looking up and things like that. Also, I like to put these little door knob decorations on. It's Christmas time. We've used these before there. Got them at, I think, Target or Walmart. I think Target in the little cheapie section, like the little $2, $3, $1 cheapie section. And I put it on my door, and of course Disney people are awesome. Most of them don't steal, so I had it on the outside of my door to go, you know, like if you forget your room number, it's like, bam, that's your room, bam, that's your room. Or if you've had a few too many pina coladas, bam, hey Dawn, that's your room. It's like shaking, telling me. I have two. All right, let me turn this off before I forget to run the battery before our trip. That would suck, because I really don't want to buy another. Actually, I probably wouldn't. I think it's off. Okay, and I'll throw this right here for now. Oh, another thing I'll show you. Okay, just excuse this mess for now. It's not normally here. It depends where you're going. You could be on a cruise, I'm not sure, or even at Disney and you just want to dress a little festive. I'm not quite sure how to put this on, because this is my husband's for a special night, but hold on. Let me take this off. I'll show you. I don't think I have this on right. I'm pretty sure I don't. Hold on. You can tell. Oh, yeah. Okay, I got it now. I think it goes like this. Can you tell? Can you tell what it is? I'm Captain Jack Sparrow. Oh my God, that's so embarrassing. I think I might edit that out. I can't speak in like boy talk other than my normal, natural, manly sounding voice, but these are pirate. The kids would like them, the adults might. My husband wore these actually on the Disney Cruise Line, the Disney Fantasy, for Pirate Night, and my son had a cute little matching outfit. All right, well that's that. You can bring that, be fun, festive, or weirdo, one or the other. It depends. And since we go Christmas time, my husband bought this 1 year, and I've worn this in my previous vlogs. Y'all have seen it. And we have Santa, Mickey Santa. And this is probably all messed up, but whatever. You get the point. It's a cool little Mickey eared hat, and it's great to wear to Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party or wherever. Everybody else, you'll fit right in. If not, you can just laugh at them because they don't have one on. Go ahead and put this back on. All right, guys. Okay, another thing that I definitely like to do, because I'm kind of a OCD organized freak, and most of you are, I'm pretty sure, but I will do little printouts of, you see that? Of our, I mean, this is just a generic one just to show you. December 2019, it'll say the dates that we're going, and listed in those normally are my plans for that day, my ADRs, which is advanced dining reservations, and all that good stuff, and which parks I'm going to. And just to show you, here's just some regular ones. You can print these out anywhere for free. And it's just a fun way. See, I don't know if you can see the little Mickey ears. I mean, little Mickey faces. Isn't that cute? And that's just something fun to put your plans on and maybe pass it out to your family members, or, you know, the other people who are traveling, you know, in your travel party. So that's another fun thing to do and to pack. And of course I have my actual itinerary. Can you see this? Don't want to show too much of it, but, and that is our itinerary, and it's a few pages of all of our reservations and so forth printed out. So I have all my confirmation numbers, all my advanced dining reservation numbers, and hotel information, the amount of people in my party, my fast passes, everything listed here. Cell phones are great, photos are great for all this information, but I always like to have my actual written down information. I'll throw it in my backpack to the parks. An example, we had a candlelight processional package at the Morocco restaurant. Oh my gosh, I'm totally forgetting. Marrakesh, Restaurant Marrakesh. And they did not show me whatsoever on their information. My phone was dead. Dumb mistake on my part. So I couldn't show the confirmation that I had saved. So luckily, I had my printed off OCD itinerary, and it had my information on there. And she was not the friendliest Disney cast member, I might, you know. So when I was able to dig that out of my backpack and show her, it kind of felt good, felt really good. Because I don't know if I would have had a seat at that table if I had not shown that. And yeah, so she was not any nicer. Once I showed her this, she actually seemed a little worse, but I was happy to have it, and my husband thought, dang, that's my wife. I'm so proud of her. So that's another good thing to have with you. Of course, in the back, I have my airline information and confirmation with that, and anything you've rented or done. If you've car rental, any information pertaining to your Disney trip, I suggest bring it along. I mean, they don't mess up that often, but just in case, it doesn't hurt to, you know, print out some stuff. You'll want to bring a good book. You'll bring a book for the plane, the drive, or when you're bored, maybe waiting in line. If you don't like books, don't bring a book, but it's definitely something to bring to learn and not waste time, but, you know, just whatever. Okay, some more things that I just pack. Another thing that you cannot find on Disney property, gum. Gum. I am a gum chewer. I like gum for fresh breath when I've just eaten lunch and I don't have my toothbrush handy. You'll want to bring a lot of gum if you're a gum chewer, or for your children, or what have you, but of course make sure that you dispose of it properly. I do. You wanna know what I do? I swallow it. I swallow gum. I know that's not good for me. When I was little and swallowed gum, my mom would always say, when you have babies, they're gonna stick to you with all the gum you swallow. They didn't. They came right on out. I eased them on out with this gum. But the point is, bring gum, bring lots of gum, because you're not gonna be able to buy it on property. Now, if you wanna take an Uber, or what have you, to go down to the store and get some gum. But even the gas station on Hess, I think is still the gas stations on Disney property, you can't buy gum there. I was shocked that the gas stations you couldn't even buy gum at, but you can't. So you bring plenty of gum with you if you're a gum chewer. I'm not gonna mention really a lot of toiletries, because of course Disney provides you with some. They do sell some in their gift shop and so forth, but the things that I make a point to bring are plenty of hair bands, rubber bands. It's hot, it's humid there, It's a lot like Louisiana, where I'm from, but you definitely want a lot of rubber bands. And you can bring these in the park. A lot of people, you see girls with them around their wrist, like a bracelet. I bring extras in my backpack to the park just in case it breaks. But yeah, that's just another thing that I bring. Of course, you want to bring a lint brush. This is a really ratty looking lint brush, but I have a Scotchgard lint brush, or I think that's the brand. But a little mini one to the parks or traveling with you. You want to bring that. Of course, the shower cap. Now, I usually stay in the deluxe resorts. I'm not sure if the moderate has them, but deluxe resorts I know do have shower caps, but you definitely want to bring that, especially women. I have a lot of hair and I don't want to wash it every single day. It's a nightmare. So I definitely want to have a shower cap for those days I don't want to wash it, and I just use the dry shampoo style stuff. But either way, doesn't hurt to have an extra little shower cap. They're cheap too. Also lotion. Plenty of lotion you want to bring with you. Now, you can buy this in the gift shops and stuff, but you could bring that along with you and have your legs not ashy. Nobody wants ashy legs. Major thing, and I'll do a park packing thing at some point as well, like what I pack in my park backpack. But for now, I'm just listing a few items, that extra things besides clothes and so forth that I pack. Sanitizer. I have this hooked to my backpack on the outside, and I have one on the inside, and I have others in my room. I definitely bring sanitizer wherever I go. You want to sanitize your hands before you eat and wash them. And you're touching a lot of nasty things at Walt Disney World, and you definitely want to keep your hands clean. Rides, attractions, push button like screens and so forth. And all I think is, don't touch that, to my kids, you know, when they were younger. You're gonna, even now, you're gonna get germs, stop it. And then at least if I have that, I feel a little bit better about it. Okay, definitely one more thing for the toiletries. When I go to the parks, I bring just a little makeup bag, just some maybe powder, lipstick, eyeliner. You know, again, it gets very humid. Maybe, I can't even think, oh, well, if you're a woman, you might need some other little womanly things to pack in your thing. To go, I'll just say it, tampons, my goodness. Tampons, Kleenex, you know, something like that. If you want to take that along with you, let me get up. Okay, and that, oh, one more thing I wanted to mention toiletry wise. I have a little clipper set, a cute little just clipper set for my fingernails, tweezers, and fingernail file. You know, those aren't really common things that you can find at a Disney resort, so I definitely want to take that along with us, a small clipper set and a large one for my, especially my son and my husband. But my husband does get pedicures now, so that's always good. Let's see. Of course, some other things to bring when you're packing for a Disney trip. You want your sunglasses and your sunglass case. Very important, because if you take off your sunglasses, it starts to rain like it always does in Orlando. Just stick them in your case, stick them in your backpack. Speaking of backpack, that's another thing I want you to bring, and let me grab mine real quick. It's right here. I like to bring this one. No special brand or anything like that, but it has a million pockets and a million things, and I usually stick my sanitizer on one of these little things here. And I stick my cell phone in a pocket, and I have a water bottle size I could stick here for a water bottle. And I have a million pockets and a million pockets on the inside of the bag, and I love it. I've used this for years now. It's starting to show its age a little bit, but hey, if it still works and zips and opens, I'm gonna continue to use it. All right, I'm gonna stick that down there for now. Okay, I've gone over some basics and some silly little items. Okay, I'll go over a few like electronic items, guys. Definitely you want to bring, sorry, I'm trying to move the suitcase a minute, your laptop. Not that you don't know what one looks like, but there's mine. And let me put it back down real quick. Okay, you wanna bring your laptop. You wanna bring your laptop case. Obviously, I love Disney with all of my Disney stuff. I'm starting to notice how much Disney stuff I actually have. Thank you, hubby. So I got a laptop bag, stick a lot of things that are essential for my electronics in this extra bag here. And a few of those items are, oh, this is all tangled up, but I have my headset. I use this on the plane. I use this on it if I were driving. And you can use this in the parks if you want. Like if you're waiting for something, or you want to hear maybe somebody on the phone better and it's noisy around you. But you definitely want to remember your headset. Let me go ahead and stick these. Actually, I'll stick them here for now. Okay, another thing, you always want to remember your external chargers, like your fuel rods, your just cell phone extra battery chargers, fuel rods, which I have. I think mine's in the car right now. You want to bring your laptop chargers. I mean, these are obvious, but a lot of people do forget them. You want to bring your camera bag and your bigger camera bag, of course. Mickey on that too. This will actually go inside this with the camera that I'm filming with today. My new Canon G7X Mark II. So I'm excited. This is my first time actually vlogging with it, so I hope it's doing an okay job. We have your battery charger for your camera, very important, and my mini tripod, which of course is allowed, and I can use it as a tripod or like a little selfie stick, but it's allowed because it's only a certain size, and I'll stick my camera up here and vlog and take pictures, of course, and all that. But it's a little Manfrotto mini tripod. I love it. It's very sturdy. If you're old like me, I'm 47, you'll want your readers. And I need to clean them, but I have little cute Mickey Mouse readers that I got at Boardwalk this past April. And they were about, I don't know, 15 bucks, something like that. They're okay though. I'm not gonna brag about those. They get really dirty really quickly, and I'm constantly cleaning them. It's annoying, but they work well. So we have our electronics, any electronics you have. Now, of course, that with the chargers. Just when you grab, let's say, the cell phone, which I mentioned earlier, grab your cell phone, of course. At that time, just grab the charger with it. So like my laptop, let me grab my laptop charger. Grab my cell phone, grab my cell phone charger, and my headset that goes with it. You definitely want the extra external battery chargers, all that. And the laptop case, the camera case with the camera. I mean, it kind of goes hand in hand, but try not to get overwhelmed. Let's see what else we have. Oh, of course, I had mentioned chargers and so forth. Of course, the Apple Watch. Don't forget, that has to be charged. So you have your Apple Watch charger, your cell phone charger. Lord, I need to wind those up. It's kind of getting on my nerves that they're not wound up. Another thing I like to bring for the room, which is usually in my purse, a pen and a highlighter. And I like to highlight the things. You know how at each resort at Disney property, you get a daily planner of the activities going on at your resort or the parks or what have you. But you have a highlighter. You can just highlight all the things that you're interested in doing and talk it over with the family and see if it's something they want to do. A pen is always handy. Grab a few of those and take those with you. So that's important as well. There's a lot of things you should take to Walt Disney World with you. I was just naming a few of the items that I take with us. A major thing I almost forgot about, but I put them here so I didn't. Oh, I have a few more actually kind of hidden back here, and I'll show you those in a minute. Medicine. I'm not gonna show too much of that, but okay, let me finish up here by mentioning again the medicine. You definitely don't want to forget any medicine that you have to take daily. Vitamins, cholesterol medicine, blood pressure medicine, or whatever. So don't forget that, because it's going to be a very difficult process to try to connect to your doctor and get the pharmacy there to supply you with what you need. It can be done, but why when you could just remember it? Another thing, these are not correct because we have switched resorts, but they are your luggage tags for Magical Express. If you are using the Magical Express, these are your luggage tags that go on your tags before you leave home, and they will deliver the luggage to your room. I'm a bit of a freak anyway, and I prefer to just get my own luggage and take it with us on the Magical Express. So once I arrive at the resort, I can unpack, feel good. The start of the vacay is done and my work is done. I am no longer the maid of my house. I am no longer picking up. Well, I'm still picking up in the hotel room a bit, but that means once I take and unpack everything, that just pretty much means my trip, my vacation has started. These are some older ones, and now I need to pick them up off the ground because they are really just kind of null and void for me at this point. But other people like to use it. I have used it and I've enjoyed it. I'm just a bit of a weirdo. You definitely want to take your Magical Express letter that they've sent you. I'll just show you this. You definitely want to bring the information that's inside of it. Again, like I said, as backup. Actually, this is going to go into my itinerary booklet. I've already made up as confirmation numbers. So let's say I show up at the Magical Express line at MCO and they're like, oh, I have no idea. And I didn't have my magic band, let's just say. Then I have this as a barcode confirmation that I am staying at the Disney Resort. It just makes everything easier. Again, it can all be figured out, but why if you can just have your stuff with you? And the best thing ever, magic bands. Here are our magic bands. We have 5 magic bands here. I always use my Dooney and Bourke magic band right here, but I do always have them send me one. I'm wasteful. But I figure, trust me, I have paid for it. But here are the magic bands, and I always usually put funny names or something along the lines. This trip, it is Minnie and Mickey for my husband and I. And for my daughter, she's Belle, because she loves Belle and yellow. My son's favorite color is purple, and he is Woody. And then his girlfriend is Jessie, and she wanted to be orange. So she is Jessie and he is Woody. I am Minnie, my husband is Mickey, and my daughter is Belle. But I won't use this red one. I've deactivated it already and activated my Beauty Miss Disney Dooney and Bourke magic band. Woohoo! And you want to take these with you in your purse or just in your purse. That and the confirmation for the Magical Express and your itinerary. And you know what to take with you and what not to, but definitely your magic bands. Or what will happen is when you arrive, you will end up getting a boring gray magic band with no cute little names on the inside. And by the way, the little names I give it, just in case you don't know, let me show you. Those names actually, there's only a certain amount of characters you can have in it, so you can't just put some crazy stuff, and you definitely can't put obscene stuff. But like mine says Minnie on the inside of it. Oh, I better not give the number out underneath it, but well, that's deactivated. But either way, it says Minnie on the back of it. So if you were to lose it in a park, which try to make sure you don't do, even though you need a pin really to activate it, thank goodness. You can, between your family members, like if y'all, let's say I got a red and my husband got a red, and mine says Minnie on the inside and his says Mickey. So you could differentiate, I could spit it out, between the two. But usually we all get different colors just for fun. And what I do with all our magic bands is I actually have a whole few chains around my Christmas tree, and I make it like a garland around my Christmas tree, and it's our magic band chain. And I still will bring this one just in case there's a problem, even though there shouldn't be, because I always deactivate my new one and activate my, or really constantly keep this one activated. But you have your magic bands, your Magical Express luggage tags, you have your itinerary with your confirmation, your medicine, very important. Of course, your toiletries, your normal stuff that you know to take. Also, rain ponchos. You know, I have like a million here. I have no idea where I put them. Isn't that sad? I have like 10 of them, and they're not that cheap. I was looking for it to show you today, but either way, rain poncho is always a good thing. You can go up to Family Dollar and buy one cheaper than you could at a Disney park, and it's probably a better material. Or a rain jacket. Also, always check the weather before you go, and you can print it out and see what the weather's going to do. But again, the weather, you can't let that dictate your day or your or even your emotions, because I have forever watched the weather and been so distraught thinking it's gonna rain, it's gonna thunderstorm all the days. And I worried and worried for absolutely no reason, because once I got there, guess what? It didn't do any of the stuff it said it was gonna do. It was probably more beautiful than a normal day there, but we all know how Orlando is, the afternoon showers and so forth. But also check the weather, because cold temperatures, you know, a lot of people just go thinking they can wear tank tops and shorts, but I've been a lot of times where sweaters and boots were the case. So just check before you go, but again, don't let it dictate anything other than maybe what you bring. But I always pack more than I should, and that's a negative. But either way, these are just a few items that I packed for our Disney trip. I'm sure I'm forgetting a lot. This wasn't a ultimate Disney packing list by any means, but I just wanted to give you some basic information. So another thing I just thought of, maybe a little mini flashlight. I know a lot of our iPhones now have flashlights, but it probably wouldn't hurt. You never know, something wacky could happen. And you might want a little flashlight for your room. And again, a separate clock if you want it, but the Disney resorts can actually supply you one if you ask them. They do have ironing boards and irons in the room. Another thing I did think of that a lot of people might not, the wrinkle, it's Downy wrinkle guard or what have you. You can spray on your clothes and let it kind of air out. That's another thing. If you need a clothesline, remember in Disney resorts, usually, I've never stated a value, but I know Moderate and Deluxe and the Villas do have a clothesline in the shower. So if you're always wondering what that little thing is in your shower, that thing pulls out and connects to the other end, and it dries your swimwear and stuff like that. And that's another thing, swimwear. Pack your swimwear. You do not need Disney, you do not need towels as far as for the loungers and to dry off after swimming, because all the pools at Disney do supply you with beach towels. So you really don't need to take that unless you wanted a special towel. Now, if you want towel clips, that's another thing you could bring with you. We have a few of those, or you could use giant clothespins that I found, plastic at like Walmart or Dollar Tree, and you can clip the towels on the top so it doesn't blow away or anything when you're there. I mentioned sunshades. Can't think of anything else. Makeup wipes, girls. Hair rollers and hair things if you need them, straighteners, curling irons. But again, hair dryers are supplied in the resorts. If you're extremely picky, then just bring your own. I think that's just about it for now. So I will be at Disney in 2 days from now. So I will definitely be vlogging, and I'll see you real soon. Take care. Bye. Do good. Bye.